It out for you though and let you know when you can expect rain near your area right here on First Alert Weather Extra. Plus, what's just happened in California for the first time in 25 years concerning the weather.
Is that sniffle a symptom of seasonal allergies or an oncoming cold? I'm Chandler Painter with a look at how to spot the differences and stay healthy this winter. Coming up.
Live on your side. First Alert Weather Extra starts right now.
All right, everyone, welcome in. Let's walk through our First Alert weather headlines. Rain is moving into West Alabama right now, and it's likely overnight into early Saturday morning. But could we see a chance for some weekend snow? Not here across central Alabama, but at least for parts of the state. I'll have updates on that here in just a bit. But I want to show you where the rain is now. Look at North and West Marion County near Scottsville and Bexar, giving you all the first alert. More of this is going to increase over the next several hours. A few spotty showers in, I believe this is Lamar County, the city of Vernon. There you have the city of Star, and it looks like a few showers all the way down to Melbourne, so giving you that first alert for a few light showers. More of this on the way. As we zoom out, you can look to the north and west. All of this will swing in ahead of a cold front, and that's what's going to bring our rain chances throughout the night tonight, overnight, and into early Saturday morning. Look at current temperatures. Not bad, still hanging on in the 50s. We'll see temps slowly dropping into the 40s. We've got clouds rolling in, the moisture in the air that's going to keep temps a little more steady throughout the evening. 57 right now in Tuscaloosa, still seeing some upper 50s far south and west. We look over towards St. Clair County, 54, and seeing a few upper 40s like 48 in Clay. But again, clouds will move in tonight, and that will help most areas prevent us from dropping freezing into early Saturday. But how much rain are we expecting? I say at least 1/4 of an inch for many parts of central Alabama, maybe 3/10 of an inch far north and west, and around 17/100 of an inch there in St. Clair County, maybe 15/100 of an inch or close to that in Tuscaloosa. So some beneficial rainfall, especially with the drought. So we are watching the weekend. This is the rain that we're tracking into early Saturday morning ahead of that cold front. That cold front sweeps through. We kept a rain chance for Saturday just in case a few showers tried to push through our far south and eastern counties. But look at Saturday night. We are dry all across the area, and then we see that front continue to make its way through. But what areas could maybe see a few flurries or some snow? Definitely for the far southern portions of the state, mainly south and east Alabama. Along the coast might even see a little bit, and then definitely the possibility moving through parts of Georgia. There's the Macon area close to central Georgia, and then maybe a few flurries along the east coast before it turns into rain when it warms up, and at least when the sun comes out during the day on Sunday. But the chance of snow, just want to break down that model for you. We kind of highlighted what areas have the best chance. Lowest chance will be south and east Alabama, and then it gets a little bit greater the further you get to the east. But we're going to keep an eye on it here at home. I really don't think we're going to hit the mark to see anything. Maybe a few showers far southeast Alabama, southeast central Alabama. I got to specify because southeast Alabama, the state, has the chance to see a few flurries. But we'll keep you up to date on that. Of course, stay with us right here on First Weather Extra. But I'll be back in 30 seconds. We'll have an update on your evening hour by hour forecast. Well, it is a beautiful night. Still dry for most areas. The rain is going to hold off for many parts of the area, especially East Alabama like Jacksonville until late tonight, early Saturday morning. Temperatures in Jacksonville, this is Calhoun County, 50 degrees. Again, nice and dry, quiet. Winds are a little bit calmer, but they were gusty earlier today. I do want to give you the first alert, though, for rain overnight tonight and into early Saturday morning. Some areas still seeing winds gusting up close to 20 miles per hour, so just keep that in mind if you have outdoor plans. It may make it feel just a few degrees cooler. But look at this. Temperatures holding steady in the 40s throughout the evening, but those rain chances are also going to increase with that wind generally out of the southwest through late tonight. So if you have plans this evening, here's what you need. Number one, don't leave without the umbrella. I know it looks dry right now, but rain chances will increase. If you have late night plans, you might just catch the rain. The jacket, maybe a hat and some gloves. It doesn't hurt. Still chilly out. And the First Alert weather app so you can get updates on The rain chances when it's near you that will send right to your mobile device, and it's free. You can get that app out of your app store. But if you're focusing on wellness to start the year, like me, every year, I try to do it, trying to stay young. A sniffle could be a sign that a health issue may be brewing. Winter can be a tough time to figure out what's exactly wrong with you, and that's because doctors say there are similarities between seasonal allergies and the common cold. Chanley Painter takes a closer look at how to spot the differences and combat symptoms.
While allergy symptoms are typically associated with the spring, more time spent indoors during the winter can increase our exposure to dust mites, pet dander, and other irritants, which can lead to itchy eyes, sneezing, and more. But with cases of the common cold also increasing this season, doctors like Victoria Nguyen of The Ohio State University say it can get tricky to figure out what's plaguing you. And while there's some similar symptoms, Dr. Nguyen points to key differences between allergies and colds.
Common cold is typically associated with a fever, whereas allergies are not. Allergies are also typically associated with nasal itching or eye itching as well, whereas common colds are not.
Strategies to help treat seasonal allergies can include
Avoidance measures, where we would want to know what you're allergic to help prevent exposures. Medications would be the next step, so intranasal steroids or antihistamines can be helpful, as well as oral antihistamines.
The third option is usually immunotherapy,
which for some people is kind of the more long-term curative treatment by desensitizing your body to what you're allergic to.
When it comes to methods for getting over a cold,
something like cough drops or topical analgesics for sore throats, but hydration and rest is really the most important thing for common colds.
And while there's no cure for the common cold, if symptoms don't go away within a week to 10 days, experts recommend contacting your doctor. I'm Chanley Painter, Fox News.
Explore the wonders of weather with Weather in the Classroom. Scan the QR code now to help your kids soar to new heights with Soar with 6.
The last time the entire state of California was drought-free, the iPhone was still 7 years away from being introduced. It was the year 2000. Definitely not the year I was born, okay? Now, new data from the California Drought Monitor shows recent storms wiped the dry categories off the map for the first time in a quarter century. Cornell Barnard has the details.
Alpine Lake on Mount Tam is spilling over. Cyclists Mick and Logan from San Francisco admit they've never seen so much water here.
I know that we've been in a drought for a really long time, so it's great to see a lot of water. It's really beautiful.
No drought here. Marin Water says all 7 of its reservoirs are now at capacity.
I think it's awesome. We just walked the trails here, and you had to avoid the puddles. And that's been a long time, and the spillway is absolutely gorgeous.
She's right. The spillway from Lake Lagunitas looking like a waterfall. Marin Water says fall and winter rains, which brought recent flooding, have delivered 31 inches of rain to the Tam watershed. The same period last year, it was 23 inches.
As long as the skies are sunny and blue, they'll be holding on to that water to keep the reservoirs topped up.
Stuart Tiffin from Sonoma Water says its reservoirs also at capacity. Releases are closely monitored to prevent any flooding on the Russian River. Winter is far from over, but it's never too early to talk conservation.
Our policy is that there's never enough water to waste, so in a way we're always in conservation mode.
Drought conditions are vanishing statewide. Check out releases happening at Oroville Dam, the state's second largest reservoir, rising 137 feet since December 20th, capturing 300,000 acre feet of water. Governor Newsom saying California's water strategy is working. We're not just managing for today's conditions, we're building a system that can handle whatever our changing climate throws at us.
I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling like we are out of drought, but we still have to be cautionary, and hopefully it'll last for a couple of years.
According to NASA, the global surface temperature in 2025 was slightly warmer than in 2023. However, NASA noted the temperature reading falls within the margin of error, so the 2 years are basically tied. Despite the warming trend, NASA says 2024 is still the hottest year on record since record keeping began in 1880. While 2025 may not have been the hottest year, NASA said it was definitely the 3rd warmest on record. In Alabama, flu activity is listed as high according to the Centers for Disease Control. While ER visits have declined during the last week, pharmacies and hospitals are staying busy with patients looking for relief from their cold and flu symptoms. Fox's Jennifer Lee has more.
Yeah, I have, that's the only one I have queued so far is that one coming up, so.
This cold and flu season, many are looking for relief through their local pharmacy.
The best option is a Dayquil or a NyQuil probably. Covers your Tylenol for any aches and pains, covers whatever else you need. Helps get you through the day.
Bozina Bluck picked up some Dayquil after being sick in bed for the past 5 days with flu-like symptoms.
Everything, neck, ears, everything, headache.
It has been very severe. Honestly, I had it a couple weeks ago.
Catherine Pina says the flu unfortunately spread to her twin boys as well.
It lasted approximately 2 weeks, but I still have a cough that comes and goes. And my doctor told me that it could take up to weeks for it to go away.
Dr. Claiborne Childs of Lankenau Medical Center says Mainline Health has seen a lot of patient activity across its hospitals due to the cold flu season and because of closures like Crozier Chester Medical Center.
Some closure of some local health systems, I think, has probably been the overarching impact around a lot of hospitals in the area. Tag on top of that, the typical increase in volume you see around this time of year with respiratory viruses out there.
In Delaware, Priyanka Dixit Patel of Christiana Care is encouraging patients to manage symptoms at home if they can, saying, quote, "For individuals with mild symptoms, we encourage using convenient options such as Christiana Care's cough and cold line for guidance and support, which can help patients avoid unnecessary visits to the emergency department." But doctors say if your symptoms become severe, especially in older and younger vulnerable populations, seek care from a doctor immediately.
You're feeling more short of breath. You may develop chest pain. Perhaps your fever is spiking, and even after taking medications to lower your fever is still persisting, getting very high.
Back over at Pickwick Pharmacy, many are hopeful the cold and flu season will wind down soon, but until then, they're being as careful as they can.
Honestly, I hope not, but with kids in daycare, anything is possible.
7 people were taken to the hospital following a multi-vehicle crash in New York. It happened late yesterday afternoon on an interstate south of Syracuse. Oh my gosh, I went to Syracuse University. At least 2 of the people hurt have serious but non-life-threatening issues or injuries. The primary crash involved around 18 vehicles, including 3 tractor trailers. There were also a number of smaller crashes, bringing the total number of involved vehicles to around 30. That is so sad. Police believe that the weather contributed to the crashes. Oh my gosh, yes, the snow is nothing to play with. Investigators in Pennsylvania also think weather played a role in a wreck which killed a 22-year-old man. It happened on an interstate about 2 hours north of Philadelphia. The wreck involved 3 semi-trucks. Authorities say one semi-truck, which was stopped in the right lane due to traffic, was struck by a semi-truck traveling behind it. Then a third semi-truck hit the second semi, and it was the driver of the third semi that was killed. One other person was taken to the hospital, and they're expected to recover. Central Canada is blasted by a blizzard, a nasty winter storm bringing heavy snow along with strong winds, some snow squalls, and bitter cold. Roads are a mess. There are major delays at airports impacting flights across the country, and a number of schools closed their doors, leading to the 2 greatest words for a child to hear in winter: snow day. But adding to the headache for parents, the Toronto District School Board says a glitch in its third-party email system means some families never got the closure notice. If enough storms hit a beach, it will eventually have to be replenished. It doesn't matter if those storms are in winter, spring, or summer. Beach renourishment has happened multiple times with Alabama beaches and the beaches of the Florida Panhandle. In Maine, they're having to replenish dunes washed away in storms 2 years ago. As Jimmy Keithley tells us, the replenishment is going to take weeks to complete.
Trucking in sand from a Sanford quarry, repairing the damage to the Ocean Park dunes from the January 2024 storms. There was so much damage here, 75 homes in this section of Old Orchard Beach flooded. Some people saw 4 feet of water. Don Honig remembers the water being nearly hip deep.
So we had about 9 inches of water in our garage right there, and we watched it come in. I mean, as it was happening, we were thinking, oh, this is bad.
The town applied for federal disaster aid and received $1.8 million from FEMA. This project will restore protective dunes at 2 locations along Old Orchard Beach. 300 truckloads of sand will make its way to the end of Porter Road here in Ocean Park, which is right next to the river. They'll be doing this over the next 2 weeks, and we're told that it's 1,400 cubic yards of sand, which is about 2,000 tons.
We're happy they're doing it. I'm glad that Old Orchard, applied for the grant, and I think from what I can see, what they're doing, they're putting a lot of sand back. Hopefully they'll be able to restore some of the dune grass. I mean, that can be replanted.
The beach entrance near Goosefair Brook is one of the ways floodwaters got into Ocean Park, flooding the community during the historic storm surge in January 2024. Next week, crews will haul in another 4,500 cubic yards of sand from a quarry in Dayton to replenish over half a mile of beach north of the pier, closer to Scarborough.
Okay, guys, as we have forecasted correctly, the rain is moving in. I'm First Alert meteorologist Tania Michelle with a better look at exactly what we're watching. Showers in west and north and west central Alabama, and we said it after 6 o'clock and mainly before 7. That rain will start to filter in, and it's doing just that. Temperatures in the 50s, a few 40s on the map, 49 in Aniana, 57 in Tuscaloosa, holding in the 50s for areas with the rain. I do want to show you exactly what spots are seeing it. We've got some showers in Lamar County, Fayette County, further north and in parts of Marion County near Highway 278 and Interstate 22. So please be careful if you have plans this evening. Definitely have the umbrella and the rain jacket, because all of this to our north and west is going to make its way in. It's moving ahead of a cold front. Behind it, we'll get some colder air and we'll see more freezing temperatures this weekend. And instead of talking about the temps, let me show you. Here you are, taking a look at that 10-day forecast. We stay mainly above freezing early Saturday morning. Let's walk through this because this shows us the rain moving through overnight. Here's 2 a.m. Showers crossing I-65, becoming more widespread in East Alabama, exiting by, I'd say, mid-morning. Saturday, we're talking about 5 o'clock, mostly for most areas before the sun even comes up. The rain will be out. There's 8 a.m. Those clouds will move out, but there could be a few passing showers that briefly sweep through our far southern counties late Saturday afternoon. And that's because of that system along the Gulf Coast, that low pressure system that's trying to develop that was supposed to maybe bring us some snow that's not doing that anymore. Well, yeah, it's still around though, and we're going to see a few showers from it. But here we are moving throughout the rest of your Saturday night. That moves out of the way. We look dry late Saturday and a lot colder heading into Sunday. We have temperatures dropping down into the 20s. Could see some teens, but I want to briefly show you and zoom out to show you what spots have the best chance to maybe see some snow. There could be a brief period of snow across the far southeast quadrant of the state and better portions of Georgia. Maybe a few flurries along parts of the East Coast before it turns into rain, because once that sun comes up Sunday and we heat up and get above freezing, there won't be any snow left with that system. But early Monday morning, we have temperatures in the 20s and teens. It's going to be a cold start to your Martin Luther King Day. 19 in Jasper, 19 in Etowah County. Most spots will start off in the 20s. It will be a hard freeze and it will be freezing. The one benefit of the day is that there's going to be lots of sunshine, more sun than clouds. Highs just shy of 50. We're talking about more mid 50s than anything, and another big drop in temperatures with very few clouds around between Monday and Tuesday into the morning. So here's Tuesday morning, more teens likely, especially to our far northern counties. 18 in Aniana, 18 in Marion County, 22 in Tuscaloosa, 22 in Shelby. Highs in the 40s. It's going to be a pretty day, but yes, it will be cold. So we're talking a heavy coat. You need the gloves, the scarves, the hats, maybe even bring out your boots, the fur coat, whatever, ear muffs, warm hand warmers, all of it. Early Wednesday morning, we have 20s. So as your kiddos are getting ready for school, they want to bundle up Wednesday morning as well. But the afternoon will be just a little bit better. We're talking about 50s. Now, Wednesday, we start to see a shift in patterns. We have this high pressure that builds in early week. It starts to weaken midweek, and then we see rain making its way through, but it's not quite going to move through Wednesday. Maybe a few showers late Wednesday night. That's why I indicated 20% chance. But I think the biggest change on Wednesday is that we'll see more cloud coverage and possibly overcast skies late Wednesday before our rain really moves through by Thursday. So look at 1 a.m. Already seeing that rain moving into our far north and west, becoming more widespread throughout the day. We're going to see on and off showers before we clear up late Thursday night. So Friday looks dry. So if you have plans next Friday, as of right now, we're looking fairly dry. Only kept a 20% chance in case any showers try to linger for the early morning. And it looks like a better chance for rain around by next weekend. Now notice temperatures don't look too bad for the afternoons. 50s, maybe some low 60s on Friday. That's a full look at that 10-day forecast. We'll have another look at the end of the show.
Teachers, promote literacy in your class by scheduling a book reading with WBRC. Scan the QR code now to help your kids soar to new heights with Soar with 6.
Well, if you have Friday night plans, maybe date night, grab the umbrella and that rain jacket. Showers will increase throughout the night. We look dry during the day, Saturday and Sunday, but Saturday, if you're south of I-20, there could be a few passing showers for the late afternoon. Otherwise, you're dry. And then we could see rain and milder temperatures by late next week. A better chance of rain definitely by Thursday and the following weekend. MLK Day looks cold, guys. Early morning temps early next week, 20s and teens for a couple of days. So just be prepared for that. Hard freezes in effect, and you will want to bundle up. But let's look at these photos. This is a picture of a sunset in Clanton. How pretty is this? Gorgeous. Thanks to Carolyn Gold for sitting that in. And a sunset to sunrise. This is what it looked like in Helena. Thanks to Donna Manuel for this beautiful picture. And speaking of a sunrise, this is what it looked like this morning in Sardis. Thanks to Stephanie Baird for sending that picture in to us. We love it. The sunset sunrises, I can never get enough of it. This morning in downtown Birmingham, this image you see on your screen is from Thomas Jefferson Tower. Thanks to, oh, what am I talking about? Yeah, Langcock sent that picture into us. All right, beautiful. We love it. And finally tonight, look at the size of those snowflakes. This is in Pembrokeshire. Yep, something like that. Beautiful though. We love it. This is in Wales, guys, and that's from Nikki Lawler. All right, guys, take a live look at our First Alert Sky Vision camera. We'll have more updates tonight at 9.